Welcome again to another tutorial, Civil 3D tutorial about roundabouts. Many people have been asking me to create step-by-step tutorials about roundabouts. Here's a roundabout I had created. It's high time I showed you how. So previously I've created a video of creating a roundabout using vehicle tracking. I know not all of you may have vehicle tracking as an extension of AutoCAD or Civil 3D, but you can use Civil 3D as it is to create a roundabout. So I'm going to use intersections, the intersections tool. Here are the create design panel to create a roundabout. So the roundabout that you see displayed, this roundabout I created it through the intersections tools. It was simple. And let's dive into it. So let's look at this roundabout. Let's just look at it. This is the surface of the roundabout. Let me just look at it from perspective. You can see the lines and triangles of the surface. So this is a surface I created on top of the roundabout corridor. And you can see the roundabout is well formed and it's easy. So before we proceed, I wish to inform you that I do have a Patreon, and you can go to my YouTube page and check out the Patreon link, or even in the description of this video, you'll see the Patreon link, and I would request you to join my Patreon. Also, consider liking the videos and also sharing with other people and commenting. This really helps us in creating more interesting videos for you. And please watch the video all the way to the end. Okay, so let's go. So for this tutorial, we're going to take the following steps. Okay, so first we're going to create the alignments. So as you can see, we have an alignment for this arm, the other arm, the arm. So the arms approaching the roundabout, we do have their alignments, and then we have the alignment for the roundabout. So this green alignment here, you can see it's an alignment of the roundabout itself. So the first thing is to create the alignments. Then secondly, we are going to create the profiles for those alignments, and then create the 4 intersections, and then join them into one roundabout corridor. And then we're going to create islands. So this roundabout currently does not have those islands. So usually we have islands here, some islands. So we're going to create those islands. And then finally, we are going to create some landscaping. So we're going to put some plants within the roundabout. We're going to put some vehicles on the driveway and all that. Okay. So how do we do this? So let's begin. So I will go to a new drawing. So I'll go to this other drawing, and then I will copy this. I would just want to copy these two. Sorry, let me just copy this surface. Then I want to copy the alignment. I want to copy those two, Control-C. And then on the clipboard, I want to paste them to original coordinates. So apply to all duplicate numbers, and then I'm going to double click on my roller mouse to zoom extents. So there we go. I just wanted to copy the alignment there, and let me just get rid of this. Okay. So I have the surface and I have the central alignment. So to create such an alignment, it's not difficult. So what you do is you just come to the alignments tools here, alignment creation tools, and here you can call it you can name the alignment roundabout, and you can include the major and minor only labels. And here the curves, if you go to more fixed curves, there's this option, center point through a point. So let me just specify shift a center of this. Yeah, so let me start from here. I want it to be counterclockwise. As you can see, that's how you create that alignment. So once you're done, you just hit escape, and there goes your alignment. So the reason why I copied the initial one is just I wanted to copy, I wanted it to be the same radii. So let me select the initial alignment and let me delete it. So we have our alignment here. Let me reduce the scale, the annotation scale. Let me put it to something bigger. Okay, and notice we have the start point here. This is a start point. So it is the start point and the end point also. So we have the alignment of the roundabout. Now we need to draw the alignments of the arms or the limbs. So here you can see we have this limb, we have this limb, we have this limb, and we have this limb. All right, and notice the alignments starts from 0 here going towards 90 and all that. So let's just draw that. So I will also click on alignment creation tools, and this one I call it road 1, RD1. Major and minor only as my labels. And here I just want to do tangents with curves. So I can draw a tangent starting from here. So let's see where this other one is. So it's somewhere here on the northwest. Oh, sorry, it's on the northwest. So I click again here. So it's somewhere here. And I want to target the apparent intersection. So yeah, let me start from there. I want the apparent intersection. All right, what we can do is we can just start from here and go up to there. If you want it to have a curve somewhere there, you can. So here I'm going to take this back here to the apparent intersection. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Then I'm going to draw the alignment for road number 2. So it's going to be somewhere here. So I want them to be away from this 0 point. So this is this 0 point. I want it to be away, to be on the side of the 2 alignments. So I close the alignment toolbox, and then I create another alignment. So I go to alignment creation tools again. I call this road 2. And then all the other settings are okay. So the alignment label set is major and minor, and I click OK. And it's a centerline alignment. I also click tangent with curves. So I select at some point here. There we go. So I can again trim this back to this, shift, right click, and I go to apparent intersection. I put it at that point. So we are forming the 4 intersections that are going to form this roundabout. All right. So the last thing, so let me do this. The last thing is to close this alignment toolbox. And then I create another alignment. This one is road 3. The type is a centerline alignment. It's a proposed style, major and minor, which is okay. So I put it at the opposite side of this other alignment. Put this tangent, so we're not worried about the alignment design speeds for now, because here we are at an alignment where the speed is very low. So I start from here take it all the way there, and then I click on this. I shift right click and then apparent intersection, I put it there, and then I escape, close this, do the final alignment, which is road 4. All right, we create curves, start somewhere here. If I wanted to have a corner somewhere there, okay. So there we have it. We may trim it back here to apparent intersection, which is there. All right, we have our 4 limbs and we have the roundabout alignment. So next, we're going to create their profiles. Okay, so remember the steps. So if I go to the model, let me just the model of this, let me just pick this, Control C, and I put it to this. Let me expand it so that we may see it better. So we may see our steps. So we have created the layout. We've laid out the alignments, which has been very easy. So next, we're going to create the profiles for this alignments. So we're going to start with the profile of the roundabout. So if you click on the alignment of the roundabout, a contextual tab shows up, and here you can create the surface profile. So we have the topo surface, which is the surface I copied. And then I'm not going to concern myself with the styles. I just want to see how the profile looks. So this is the existing surface. So I want to create a design profile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create something higher than the existing ground. And remember, something that is very important when you're creating the design profile for the roundabout alignment is that the level at the start and the end need to be similar. So you can see the start and the end of the alignment end at the same point. So the levels here cannot be different. So you need to make sure that the start of the design alignment or the design vertical alignment of the profile or the design profile ends at the same level as the beginning. So let's create a design profile. So one way to do it is just click on the alignment and then you click on Profile Creation Tools in the Contextual tab. And here you're presented with the design profile. And the profile name will follow the profile type and the next counter. So we just leave it at its default. And then here we can have it at complete label set. So you click OK, and you have the profile layout tools. So the profile layout tools, I'm going to use tangents. So let me turn on this. I'm going to start, and then I want it to end at the same point. So all right. So let me raise it a bit. So let me raise it by 0.3. Yeah, so, okay, there we have it. So we'll just have our alignment as flat for now. And most importantly, what we need to ensure is that we have our grade breaks, or not our grade breaks, our elevation at the start equal to the elevation at the end. So you can see here it's 1759.103, and here it should be the same. Yeah, so it's the same. So that's the only thing that we need to ensure for our roundabout, that is, it's similar. So here you can even include some PVIs. You can have the profile slope a certain way, but for mine, let me just have it at 0 for now. So it seems I need to use the pan. All right. So next, we're going to draw the alignments for these approaching limbs. So I'm going to pick the alignments, starting with road 1, and then I'm going to create the surface profile. And then I draw the surface profile, and then I create the profile. So I'll start limb 1 there. There we go. We have the profile. Then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create that profile. You can create it here. You can just click on this, go to the profile creation tools, and then profile type. This is how it would be named, and just click OK. And here I want to draw tangents as well. So I'm going to start from this point. So don't worry about the levels for now. This will be controlled by the intersections tool. So don't worry about the levels. Okay, don't worry about the levels. Just draw a profile from the beginning to the end. So the same I'm going to do for the rest of the limbs. So just click on this surface profile. Then I add this topo surface. Then I draw in profile view. I create profile view. Then I put it there. Then I click on the profile view. I click on profile creation tools, and then I'm okay with the alignment and naming and all that. And then I create a tangent again from the beginning to the end. There we go. So let's create for this other limb the same thing. Surface profile, draw in profile view, create profile view. So I select view origin, just place it here, and then I click on the profile view. Then I go to profile creation tools. So we're just repeating what we've been doing, and then I click here at the beginning, and then I click at the end. So I can now turn off this perpendicular. Then I do it for the final alignment. Then I draw in profile view. I create profile view. I place it here. And then I click on the profile view. Then I create a profile, a design profile. I hit this tangent creation tool. I start from the start all the way to the end. And I hit escape. All right. There we go. We have the profile tools, or the profiles. We have the alignments. And now next is to create the intersection. So we have 1 and 2 ticked off. Now we want to create the intersections. Okay, so before you create the intersections, I want you to go to the settings tab, go to the intersection tool. Yes, here's the intersection tool, and go to the commands and create intersections. Something here that I want us to change. So here for default offsets, so offset length options. So here I want to change to intersection extents. So I want it to be alignment start to the end. So the offset alignments, I want them to be created from the start to the end. So I apply and I click OK. So when we're creating the offset alignment for the first intersection, it will create offset alignments for the entire of this roundabout alignment. So that's what I want, so that when I'm coming to create intersections for this, I'm going to target on the existing alignment. Okay, we go back to Prospector. And now it's time to create the intersections. So we close all these tools, and the intersection is created very simply. So just come here to the intersections tools and click on create intersections, and Civil 3D will prompt you to create where you want the intersection to be placed. So I'm going to start with road 1 here, and I'm going to place it right there. So once you click on the intersection point, you'll be presented with this window where you can put the intersection settings. So at the general tab here, you will see the intersection name. So this is the intersection name. So it will be intersection number 1. So we are okay with that. Intersection marker style is the basic style. If you want to change that, you can customize. So everything here is okay. So here I want to change this to primary road crown maintained. So I want to be all crowns maintained, but remember, these things can be overridden by the slopes that we will create. Okay, and I tried creating with this primary road crown maintained, and it created some issues, but let's just create with all crown maintained for now. So once you're done setting that up, you just go to next, and here you will see the priority list of the intersections. So when you're having a T-junction and you're creating an intersection, usually the road that is forming the top part of the T, which is this, is usually the primary alignment. So you can see this is the primary alignment, and then the RD1 is the secondary alignment. So that's the priority. Just take note of that. And then here we want to specify the offset alignment parameters. So click on the offset. So use an existing alignment. We do not have any existing alignment that we can use for our offset. So we want to create a new alignment, and this alignment will be called parent alignment, and it will be called side is the left, and it will also have the offset value. The offset value is the distance between the existing alignment and the offset that will be created. So the offset value, I want the width of that alignment to be 5. I want it to be 5. The same on the other side, which is the right side, 5. And then for the secondary road, since I want to have an island, here I want it to be a bit wider because we'll have an island at the center. So let's put it at 8. And now here you can see create new offset from start to the end of the center line. So okay, that's what I wanted. And now I can click OK. So they are not formed yet. They will be formed when we create the alignment. Then the curb return tools or settings. So here you can see the curb return. So this is a curb return alignment. This is how it will be created. And they're asking about the radius. So we leave the radius at 8. You can change this to what the manual says for the curb return parameters. So what the manual dictates, you can come and change this radius to that. And this is the northeast quadrant. As you can see, this is northeast. And then if you click on the next quadrant, there are only 2 quadrants, you'll see the settings. So here, the only thing we can change is the curb return type. If you want chamfer, if you want circular fillet, if you want 3-centered arcs. So I'll go with the circular fillet. And here, the radius can be also changed to a value of your own, or to the value that is dictated by the manuals. So once I'm okay with that, I just click OK. And then next, we want to change the offset and curb return profiles. So here the lane slopes. So I want on the left side of this alignment, which is the center side, I want the crossfall to be 2. And then the other side, I want the crossfall to be -2. And then for the secondary road, I want the slopes to be maintained on both sides. See the slope on the side and So this should be negative, negative 2. But for the roundabout, I want it to slant in one direction. So here I put it 2 and negative 2. So click OK. So the cab return profile parameters. So here you can extend the length of the cab return alignment or profile. So as you can see, you can extend it further. So currently I don't want to extend it, so just put it to no. You can see the extension part here. I just put it to no. And here you can see it's not extending anymore. So I just click OK. And I can go to the next tab, the corridor regions. And here, this is where you select the kind of regions that will be used to create your roundabout. And here it's pulling these regions or these sub-assemblies or assemblies from this set. So you can see there's a set here, the assembly set. So we have the primary road assembly, we have the secondary road assembly, we have the cab return assemblies and all that are forming one corridor using several baselines. So it's pulling all that information from this XML. So it's called metric drive left side of road. So it's a metric assembly. We know the metric countries usually drive on the left, and these are the sub-assemblies that are used, or the assemblies that are used. Cab return fillets and all that. So I'm okay with the defaults. So I'm going to go ahead and create the intersection. And here we are going to create a new corridor. But for the subsequent ones, we'll use the same corridor. So we'll add to the existing corridor that we'll create right now. So topo surface, this is a surface that the daylights will daylight to, or will grade to. So here I just create the intersection. So it's creating, well, 3D is creating the intersection. So currently it has not been displayed. So we do have some errors, but so do not worry about this. So we're going to see how we're going to rectify all that. So here, if I click on the intersection and click on corridor, recreate corridor regions. So I just recreate, and there you go. So we have our intersection created, but it has some issues here. So some issues. So there's some daylighting issues. So we'll see how we're going to rectify that. So this is a cab return alignment that was created. Let's also see this other one. So usually this issue can persist in certain machines or in certain Civil 3D versions, but in certain Civil 3D versions, you just create the intersection and nothing bad happens. You just get the intersections well placed. So if you ever encounter this problem, this is how you deal with it. So first of all,